What is going on, everybody? Welcome to another episode of New Gameplay Today. You're watching Game Informer. I'm your host, Alex Van Aken, joined today by Editor-in-Chief Andrew Reiner. How you doing, Reiner?
I am doing well. You're actually watching me play Saints Row right now.
Yeah.
Not live. This is my playthrough from about a month ago.
Okay, great. Yeah, you recently went out to Las Vegas. Before that, you got a chance to play some more. It was just, you've been all over the world playing Saints Row.
This is on PlayStation 5. This is from when I visited Volition, and I got to play about 4 hours of the game.
Awesome. So, for context, if people want to see, it's really fascinating for me. This game was on our cover story, last year, and we showed off, a lot of gameplay from it, and it's very cool to see how it's progressed. I think the lighting is one of the biggest improvements I've seen from my time with the game. It's just, it seems like every time I see this game, it's just coming together more and more, which is exciting.
Yeah, and they're in the polished stages right now. It's content complete, and it's, coming out in late August. I was really impressed with what I played, Alex. It's a throwback to Saints Row 3, right? Just straight up, we went back in time, and this is the sequel we got instead of 4. So you can take that as both a positive and a negative, that it feels old school, but I think that's good in this case because I like old school Saints Row.
Sure.
But then, the positive is we don't have a game like this. There hasn't been an open world, GTA Saints Row style of game like this in a long time. And it's been sorely missed. So, as soon as I jacked my first car, I was like, I love these types of games. We need more of these. And I'm glad Saints is back.
More car theft in games, says Andrew Reiner.
That's right. Just general car theft. Yeah.
So so car surfing was one of my favorite features that I got to mess around with my time with the game, and it looks like they've just kind of upped the ante. I never got to play a mission where, it's to this caliber of car surfing, and it looks really fun.
Yeah, I mean, you'll see here, the physics don't make any sense. Somehow I'm leaping forward with cars moving, 100 miles an hour. Targeting, you can see, is a little wonky. It's using an auto lock system.
Okay, yeah.
They really kind of favor swarms of enemies and quick action over manual targeting. You can set that in the options if you want to.
Yeah.
But just the way the game's designed is with this in mind. You can see I'm using some melee here.
Yeah, and I can see it's really snapping to them.
Yep. And it works. It's not as intense as freeform shooting.
Sure.
But I had fun playing the game, and
it's effective. Yeah.
Yeah, and you can see, you got ways to defend yourself a little bit. There's some takedowns. I don't know if I do any in this playthrough here or in this mission.
Is that what that blue aura was around them?
Yeah,
around the enemy?
So you could do like a really violent John Wick style, finisher with pistols, or even worse, almost like Jason Voorhees, just really being aggressive with melee weapons.
Okay, cool. Okay, let's see what happens next.
All right, still chasing the trucks. Look at all those cars.
I love when games just give you just the most amount of things to blow up in a mission.
Yeah, do you think
and that seems like this is that mission.
You think a car dealer should call the cops when someone comes in? It's like, I need 8 of the same car.
Yeah, right.
Yeah, that's a bad sign, right?
Yeah, they've got a little button under their desk, there might be something going on here.
Okay, so here's the monster truck. And I'm using the pistol here.
Cool.
I forget that I have other weapons at this point, so it defaulted to the pistol. So I'm just you can see the damage. Kind of cool.
Yeah.
But trying to stop this thing, and then I believe I do switch weapons here in a second to make my life a little easier.
Yeah, I think you do.
But yeah, I'm having fun at this point. Just set piece moment. It's the detail, polish, by no means the level of Uncharted. But they're definitely going for it, right? They're definitely trying to do big, huge things. There's a sequence at the beginning of the game where it's almost like Fast and the Furious. There's a cargo, a truck that's attached to a hover ship by a cable.
Oh my God.
Swinging dangerously through a canyon. So there's some fun like that. But most of the game is what you would expect in the open world. And I think we'll show some of that toward the end of this video.
Oh, God.
Yeah, that's how you do it. Yeah.
And it looks like we're about to ride into a sandstorm, which I'm excited to see what happens in here.
When I saw this, I was like, bring back Red Faction. I just immediately reminded of Mars. I was like, let's go. Yeah, this is a cool mission. And, you know, I had probably in my time 10 missions that I got to go through.
Sure, yeah.
They kind of blend being on your own like this, and then also with the ensemble. There's a really nice cast. You know, the Saints are a gang, and they're all new characters. Johnny Gat's not back that I've seen, or anybody else. But I like all of, you know, your core group, and they build up chemistry. They're going to have like companion missions. You could call them at, you know, later in the game to come run with you.
Yeah.
You know, so they have a nice variety here, and I think that's part of what makes this great. And you know, while the visuals aren't as detailed as you'd want probably on your next gen machines, the art direction is fantastic. And like you said, the lighting, they did some great stuff with the lighting. Yeah, and all of this can be played cooperatively, by the way. So, you know, you can have a friend with you. And what's interesting, when you have a friend with you, there's a little meter that will appear in the top right corner. Maybe not in a set piece moment here, but it's a unique mission to you that your friend can't see. And if you can complete it, like just kind of doing random things in the game, maybe 10 headshots or driving in oncoming traffic or whatever,
yeah,
you unlock the ability to do a prank on your friend. So at any point, if your friend's like in an intense moment, you could prank them, which could bring up some kind of strange visual that messes with them. Like a Volition employee did it to me, and there was a swarm of bees that just, I mean, there was thousands of bees flying around my head. I couldn't see, you know, most of my screen was blanketed in it, and yeah, I thought it was a pretty neat thing, and just a way to kind of, you know, expand upon the fun of co-op in Saints Row 3.
No, that sounds fun. I'm excited to see what they do with that. Did you get to mess at all with the you can like set things around in the environment, like the sewage waste system, that kind of stuff?
Yeah, so that's how you unlock more activities, and so you have a little bit of ownership over designing the world. So basically, you go to your Criminal Empire board, which is just a map.
It is, Criminal Empire, yeah.
Yeah, it's just a map, and there's circles on it, and in those circles, you could place whatever building you want. So right out of the outside of play, you have like 3. You could do insurance fraud. You could do the taco trucks, which are hauling drugs, or there's the toxic waste minigame that you could do, or activity you could do. You could put that building wherever you want in those spots on the map. So your map will be different, you know, than your friends. You know, that location will look a little different. But once you place it, you know, insurance fraud opens up across the entire map. So think about that. Like by the end of the game, you're going to have 15 other things or locations to go to, things to do. Oh, here we go. This is this is fun because you get to manually. I think it's LT. You're lifting and lowering that the whatever is on there, and that building right there is the Saints headquarters.
Yeah, I thought that when I saw this footage, I was like, okay, I have to include this. Like, what a clever way to kind of you're helping set up the Saints headquarters, which I love. Yeah,
and again, this just speaks to the variety that's there. There's some fun destruction here. If you time that lowering your the tray, whatever that's called, shovel, at the right time on a car, it will go flying. And the physics in this game are just ridiculous. So yeah, you could send something through the stratosphere.
Also, your character looks so similar to you.
You could pick 8 different voices for your character. I couldn't find one that quite matched mine. You could also equip 2 emotes at any time. I don't know if I'm going to do one here, but I did Praise the Sun from Dark Souls that ends in a dab. And then another one, my guy will just punch himself in the face repeatedly with both hands. And you could do that during, like, when you're talking to characters. So you could just be standing there punching yourself or doing whatever weird moves. You got a camera. This is a way to get, you could also, once you unlock this, you can fully customize, not fully, but figure out decorations and stuff inside of the your base. And what you're going to find as you're playing the game are dumpsters all over the place that are their loot chests, basically. So you dive into the dumpster and you might pull out a decoration for your home base. You might get some extra experience, some money, maybe new shoes. I found tissue boxes that I was wearing on my feet for a bit as shoes. So there's all sorts of goofy stuff. And tons of customization that unlocks as the game goes along here.
Yeah, yeah. So you're playing this level in co-op too. It looks like you got a buddy here.
Yeah, so
That's
that
not
meter,
it.
you see the little the mask in the corner?
Yeah,
If I
yeah.
hold that gives me my secret objective to do my... Oh, I'm punching myself in the face.
What the heck? While running.
Oh, it's just fun. Yeah. Yeah, away we go.
What do you think about the driving? Because that was probably the highlight of my time with it. Specifically, I just thought the drifting felt so much fun. So
Yeah.
it was just it almost reminded me of Mario Kart in a little bit. Like it's very arcadey, but
Yeah, they definitely favor the arcade vibe and making sure that you can turn on a dime, can knock cars out of the way, even though you're in a smaller vehicle than a truck, you can knock it off the road. Like they really empower you in a fun way in vehicles. And there's a nice variety that I saw too. As I was playing the game, like you saw that construction vehicle. There's just all sorts of wild stuff that you could get into. There's a hover bike I saw, like a futuristic one. All sorts of, good things. Helicopters, I believe you could get in. I was on a jet ski in a lake.
Oh, really? Oh, I didn't get to mess with any of the water stuff. That's cool.
Yeah. A tank I saw. Yeah, there's a ton of stuff.
So we're breaking into the church.
Yeah, this is just showing off what it looked like before. Got a little harrowing platforming here. And leap of faith. I think we're just going to open up the Criminal Empire's table here. If I could find my way. Or we're just going to open the front door for our friends. I think that's the first thing. Yep.
Got company coming.
So the yellow are the... When people roll up on you like this, the gangs, are they... Did you ever find, like, I know you said, like, they're kind of going for numbers versus... something else, like they're just kind of overwhelming you with volume, right?
Yeah. Yep.
What was the difficulty like with that? Did you find much variety in the fights, or is it typically like just okay, a random swarm of people will come, maybe there will be, I saw some with yellow health bars, I assume those are like elites.
Yeah, a lot of times it's just swarms of the same enemies. They do throw in heavier enemies, like you saw, like, yeah, you could call it an elite that has an extra health bar. Gangs, the different gangs bring different foes. I think these are the neons, right? So they're going to have some glow sticks that they kind of use as a defensive tool, to put up a shield as they spin them. Yeah, there's the fireworks. Yeah, here's an elite. So
they're probably my favorite looking enemy in the game.
Yeah, and you can see I'm starting to get the headshots down, so I'm locking onto the enemies and then flicking up with the right analog stick to get those headshots.
Yeah.
And whenever you see the skull, that's the headshot. So it's satisfying in that way. Again, just not as intense as normal gunplaying games where you're doing it all yourself. This one, you get a lot of assistance. And that's okay. That's the default setting. Yeah, so I'm owning here.
You dialed in.
For once in a Game Informer video. Here it is, my proudest moment. Way to go, Reiner. Yeah. Yeah, but it's fun. It's a very fast-paced combat system, and I think it works for what it is. Hard to say how it scales with co-op.
Sure.
When you have a buddy with you, but we died a couple times, but also, had a lot of success running and gunning together.
Awesome. Well, I think we're coming up on the end of our gameplay here, Reiner. Saints Row, when can people play it? Where can they play it? All that fun stuff.
End of August, and it's on, current last-gen systems, PC. And, I think, this is the PlayStation 5 version. And here's the ensemble. Here's all four of them. This is a good way to end this through most of the game.
Awesome. Well, thank you for joining me, Reiner. Thank you, everyone out there, for watching. For more gameplay, head over to youtube.com/GameInformer. Where you're at, check out our NGT playlist, or head over to GameInformer.com for the latest news, previews, reviews, and features on your favorite upcoming and past games. And we'll see you in the next one. Bye, everybody.
The Saints. We call ourselves the Saints. Trying to understand the